hope it's working now. I gotta go reshare it. Hold on. Hold on a minute. There. Am I back? Somebody say something. Frickin' Philippines Wi-Fi, man. That's better. I'm glad you're back, Turget. It's really, really annoying trying to the Wi-Fi. I hope everybody comes back. I should share it on Instagram. I don't have a Facebook page, Turget. I don't really use Facebook for, I have a page, but I haven't updated it in like a year. I use Instagram. If you're on Instagram, I'm Critter Hunter, I think, or Critter.Hunter. I started that way before YouTube, so I got a bigger audience there. Carmela, my scuba apprentice is doing it right now. Well, I mean, she's sponsored, but it's about $300 for the first open water course. Mr. Mitch. Yeah, Wi-Fi sucks, man. And there's like no way to upgrade. We've upgraded like 5 times. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can message me on Instagram. I really need to start uploading to Facebook, but it's just so much work. Like you have no idea how much work I have to like my little apprentice Shy, she's doing her open water. She started yesterday. She passed all her tests, like the written tests. I was pretty nervous because they're actually pretty hard. Doesn't matter if you're 50 or 13 like her, it's all the same test, the same book and everything. And out of 50 questions, she got 5 wrong. So she passed like hard, like top percentage. But anyway, so much work for me too because I have to film everything. I have to make all kinds of videos because we're working with that resort, then come home and edit it, and then I was supposed to go diving today in the middle of everything. Shy's sick, so she's taking a day off, and then I'm supposed to go diving, and that got canceled, and the weather's really bad. So it's just like constant work. Too hot in Valencia? What do you mean? Gear. It's freezing in Valencia. Call NVM Globe. Owner is my cousin. She can help you with your Wi-Fi. No. We used Globe. We don't live in the city. We can't even get globe here. We had to pay to run a cable from the road, from the highway. Uh, Believe me, we've tried like a lot of companies. John S, how are you? Hi, Justin. You do a great job. Keep it up. Thanks, buddy. I hope you like my underwater videos. I'm trying to get better. I'm gonna order a new camera soon because mine is failing right now. So I gotta spend the money to get a new one. But it should be just improving. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying, Mr. Mitch. It's just so much work filming all day, like 9 to 5, and then I have to go home and edit to make. I want to post a video by 8 o'clock at night, my time. Because that's the daytime in the U.S. So also uploading to Facebook and Instagram and everything is just I got to get my shit together. I need to start making more money on these so I can hire an editor because that would be awesome. If I could just film, dive, and then somebody else edit and do all that work, that's half the work at least. JC, nah, it doesn't matter. SSI and Patty, they're both good. They're both widely recognized. Since your stream cut out. Yeah, I don't live in Gear. I live in Darwin. Stephen Day. Thought it was the snow here. Glad you're. Yeah, I'm not glad. Shy's father must be proud. How's her editing going? I liked her first video. Oh, it's going good. Uh, my wife went to her house the day before yesterday, and they filmed another little episode for her channel, and she didn't get to edit it because while she was there, my wife broke her computer. So Shy's got to come here again and edit on my computer. But she filmed another one. Now she's busy with her course. I wanted her to film that, but it's just too much work. I'm filming, and then I'm helping her instructor. He's also making a video for their channel, like a collab. So I can't really. Shy can't film while she's taking that course. It's a tough one. How's it going, Steven? Well done. Thanks, Turgut. I hope I've been saying your name right this whole time, Turgut. Anyone, Twitter or Instagram? I don't have any. What do you think is best? There's no reason to have Twitter. I use Instagram because I post. I used to post daily videos, 1 minute videos, critter hunter clips. It's hard to keep up now, but go check out critter.hunter. I still have like 45,000 followers there, though. I started it way before Instagram or YouTube. I need to be more active. Hello again, Lost Boy. How's it going, UK Diver? Follow UK Diver. I don't know if I've mentioned it enough, but he sponsored Shy. He paid for her boots, fins, mask, snorkel. And yeah, she's about to get a lot of use out of them. She's doing her confined water dives. Well, she was supposed to do it today, but she was sick. So hopefully maybe tomorrow or the next day. She passed all her tests, her written tests. And for guys that don't know, Patty gives you a huge book and 5 hours of video. Man, I'm pretty sure when I took it in 2010, there wasn't 5 hours of video. God dang, I was bored watching them with her. But anyway, You get a big old book, and at the end of each chapter, I can't remember now, 4 or 5 chapters, there's a test, like 20 questions. She passed all those, so then the instructor gives her a big test, 50 questions with no book, no help, no nothing. 50 questions, and they're not all easy. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you're 40 or 13 like her. It's all the same questions and everything. So she only missed 5 questions, 5 or 6 in the whole test. So he said she's in the top percentage. So now she's got to do the water stuff. But we've already done 5 DSDs. She's really good in the water already. I'm doing good, UK diver. I actually have I call it a day off, but I still have to edit 2 videos. But no diving today. My friend canceled. I was supposed to go with the top marine biologist today, search for this little species, but he got sick. He tells me it's not COVID, but he can't dive today. And Shy is sick, so she's not doing her pool dives today. So I kind of got a day off, except for I have to finish yesterday's video from her course. Yeah, good, good, Turget. I see you, Turget. I see you commenting on a lot of my friends' channels, like Brian Davies and Divers Ready, probably Matthias Lebo. I see you everywhere. Yeah, Mr. Mitch. We're really grateful for UK Divers and all her. Andy, UK Diver, did you see I linked to you in my last video? I'm just going to start doing that because I don't know how else to thank you. But I linked to you in my description. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that video's live. I can't. Where was I? Really good. Pass on my congratulations. I will. How long is the test? It's as long as you need. The last test is 50 questions. It's not that easy. We were joking around, and I took the test, and there was one that I couldn't get. I kept missing. It's like the rule of thirds and all this weird stuff that I don't remember. I did it in 2010. She also had to take she had to watch 5 hours of video, man. What the hell, freaking Patty. I'm sure it's really good, but god dang, I was bored. Seriously, you need to do that in like 2 or 3 days. We did it in one. To pass the final test of 50, you have to miss 10 or less. You can't miss more than 10 questions. Or you could take the test again later, but yeah, editing, the diving is the fun part, Andrew. Like there's a company here that does editing for YouTube channels, and they're super cheap. Well, you know, for how for what they do, and I really want to see how much they are. And I can't afford it now. This channel needs to make more money. I'm already paying for the dives, but once I can afford it, man, I'm off to the races. I'll do daily. I'm already doing almost daily videos, but it'll be awesome. I can just dive constantly and drop them the videos and make them edit it. Right on, Ricardo. How's Indianapolis? Yes, pal. Appreciate it. No need to thank me. I know. You and pretty much all the other sponsors of Shy told me not to thank you or shout out or anything. It's amazing. You don't want anything, but for one, I don't want her to feel like it's a handout. She needs to work. She needs to. I don't want her to be dependent in the end. I mean, she is now. She has no choice, but uh, it's hard. All I'm saying is she's working freaking hard. Like, I was so nervous she's gonna fail that test because she's so quiet, doesn't ask questions. She literally didn't ask any questions, and she's just sitting there all quiet taking her test. And I'm like, oh man, she's taking a test made for grown-ups in her third language, not even her second language. She's not speaking up. She just says yes sir, yes sir. But then she passes it more than 75 percentile. I was like, oh my god, she's super serious. So, Hungarian polar bear. How's the weather here? Well, normally good, but today it's like the sky's black, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna rain. My friend just messaged and said it's raining like 30 minutes from here at their place, real hard, like torrential. So, yeah, I think it's gonna be shitty rainy today, but still hot. I do follow most of your friends. Yeah, you got snow in Arizona. Damn. Hey, grumpy dude. You have a great day too. Where are you located? Justin streaming is playing again. You mean it's the Wi-Fi's going out? Is that what you mean, Turget? Hungarian, how much are you being charged to go diving in the Philippines? Well, I made a video about that, prices, because it's a little different for me. I have my own guide and I need private guide because you know, I'm filming for this channel. Just I need a specialist that can help me find certain species. And I have to rent tanks and there's tickets. But if you just come here for a while and go to the dive resort, dive centers, my guess is it'd be right now super cheap, maybe $20 a dive, maybe even 35 for two, something like that. Ricardo, can you post all the comments so we know what you are talking about? What do you mean? Can you post? What comment? What are you talking about, Ricardo? Can I post all the comments? Oh, on the screen? No. Are you saying can I put the comments on the screen? No, I'm not. I'm just streaming on YouTube. I'm not using StreamYard or something. This is just plain old YouTube. I don't like the little logo and stuff in the screen, and nobody's joining me, so I don't need to use StreamYard. If that's what you mean, I can't really do that. You don't have to do daily dives, just make good videos. That also comes with good new information and entertaining. Yeah, I'm thinking about it, Carmela, because I'm doing 3 days of diving per week, which is 6 dives, and that gives me at least 6 episodes per week. And it's not easy, that's for sure. It's not cheap, that's for sure. This channel is. I definitely should have taken up like knitting or cooking. Should have been a cooking channel. But it'd be great when I start making more money. My goal is 20,000 subscribers this year. So when I start making that kind of money, then I think I'm gonna get a lot more cinematic, little bit of an upgrade because I know how to do it. You guys have probably seen my documentary. I know how to do special effects and like a cinematic high quality production, but when I have to do it every single day, uh, I'm not doing it. I'm not even putting titles. Usually I put little graphics that show the name of the species. A lot more. I do a lot more research to talk about the species. Uh, right now, I'm just kind of winging it and talking about filming the species. So yeah, once I get to 20,000 or so, I'm gonna change the channel a bit and go a lot higher quality and less videos. Check my channel on YouTube. Oh, the snow. Yeah. Hey, TW. How's it going? In Georgia, near Atlanta, but the Phils is my home. Here, recovering from surgeries before returning. Where do you live in the Philippines, Grumpy? All right, thanks, Turget. Let me know. You know how it is. Wi-Fi. That's the price I pay for living out of the city, but it's so much quieter and nicer. I understand. I'll be back in the Philippines this year. I hope. Love to meet up when I come there. Yeah, for sure, Hungarian. I've been to Hungary. I love Budapest. It's a pretty country. How's it going, John Baker? Brian asked you to do an interview. Yeah, you should, man. He's funny. He's a good friend. Uh, he's gonna come here and die with me as soon as he can. Uh, it's not really you know, just go watch my interview with him. Just it's just a chat. I was his first interview. Uh, I'll join you. I'll be in the comments. All his interviews he does them live. I think pretty much, and I always go there and troll you guys in the comments because I pretty much know everybody or half the people he interviews. How's it going, Beach Boy? So we have a Lost Boy and a Beach Boy. How's Florida or Tampa? I had over, I had 400-gallon saltwater tank. The other tanks, I love saltwater reef and nature. Philippines got gorgeous fish and island waters. People in the Philippines, yeah, for sure. Oh, that reminds me. One of you guys hooked me up with a big aquarium channel in the States. I think they have like 100,000 subscribers, and they hit me up and they want to do a collab, which would be good for the channel, right? I'll probably get some subscribers if I do it right. But how do I need some ideas, guys. How do I collaborate with an aquarium channel from Ohio? They mostly sell. It's an aquarium store. I think they mostly sell shrimp and crabs, freshwater stuff. And I was thinking, well, I could go film some of my rare crabs and shrimp. I don't know. What do you guys think? It would be really good for the channel if I could collaborate with a channel that big. Osiris City. Wow. Well, I'm not going to lie. I would not live in Metro Manila. Uh, freaking rat race. Great food and hungry. Oh, in Philippines, yeah. City life sucks. Yeah, it does. And I don't do that many lives anymore, so it works out. I don't need that great a Wi-Fi. As long as I can upload my videos. Just worried about something bad falling out of my mouth. No, UK. I asked him if I could curse on his thing, and he said, "Yeah, don't even worry about it." Wandering Lost, how are you doing, man? I know everybody's freaking bored and depressed sitting at home, especially in the US, I guess. Maybe the UK, locked down tight, nothing to do, can't go anywhere. How's the weather in where you're at? I feel like I'm in the Pacific Northwest right now. It's all super cloudy and rainy. Just today. Yesterday I was in the pool all day. Try to get out to Palawan. Really wild, great content. Extreme part of Philippines. Don't you worry, TW. I'm definitely going. I'm definitely going when I could go. Seriously, if the borders weren't closed right now, I'd be gone. All over Philippines. I'm thinking about. Finn Snow had a good idea, getting like a camper van, a big van you can sleep in, or you don't even have to sleep in it. You can go to a hotel, but putting dive gear and tanks and a little tiny compressor maybe, and just traveling around the Philippines like that in the van, diving all the crazy spots. Definitely got to get to Palawan, and everybody goes to the north of Palawan, like El Nido and Coron. I want to go to the south. It's really unexplored and amazing there. But I'm gonna go to Bohol, Mindanao, Leyte, everywhere. Just got to figure out how I'm gonna do it. Yes, you would ask them. I can't remember what you're talking about. No, I did. Oh, you're talking about the aquarium channel? I did ask them. We're talking about it. We're just trying to think of. They're up for a collab. We're just trying to think of how to do it, make it natural. California got Reef Solution. First, ask them what they would enjoy seeing and work around that. Yeah, I suppose so. Since they're a business, though, I think they want something that it's not just a collab. We'll see. Yeah, that's true. I'll get it. I'll get their own ideas. Stowing like crazy. Wandering Lost. How are you gonna go find DB Cooper if it's snowing? How's it going, John Smillo? Is it raining in Cebu today? It is here. Probably. I mean, it's about to. How's it going, Mart? Mart, where are you from? John Baker. I used the sauna at YMCA today. That's cool. YMCA, they have hostels around the world. When I used to backpack and hitchhike around the world, I stayed at a lot of YMCA youth hostels, like in Tanzania or Zambia. If the snow keeps up like this, I'll be stuck on the mountain. I hope your fooded up. May I ask something? Is your wife from Sikihor? Because mine too. Yeah, she is. Why? Do they sound the same? Yeah, she's definitely from Sikihor. Definitely not a city girl. Yeah. I don't think Wandering Lost wants to bring snow to Philippines because he wants to visit the Philippines. So if he visited here, hey, Ethan, what if you visited here and it was really snowy? You'd be so mad. Yep. Vaughn Mackey, are you friends with Frank and Fazio? I have no idea who that is. Who's that? Good going, my friend. No rain here today. Ah, cool. Yeah, it's My friend said it's raining in Valencia and Dumaguete, and the sky is really black. Of course, it's like 8 in the morning, so but yeah, it's probably gonna rain. I'm just from Down, Alex's neighbor. Oh, okay, cool. You live in Alex's village? John Smullo's got a good channel. Talks a lot about business, stuff like that. Check him out. He lives in Cebu City, I think, somewhere around Cebu City. It's all the same. My wife from the mountains. I met her in Dumaguete. She's from what mountains? Mountains of Negros. I met my wife in Cebu City, but we were we were dating for like 3 years before we got married, or 4 years. I'm ready for the snow apocalypse. Yeah, you're stocked up. I hope you got a lot of cat food. You need more cat food, just like us. We need more cat food than people food. It's never raining underwater. Yeah, I know. You just get wet a little sooner. Yeah, they do really sound the same. Oh, our wives, yeah. You know what? Found your true love. Someone would care for you. Sikihorians are caring people. Trust me, they really are. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we've been married like a year and a half. Mark, Sikihorians are crazy. I'm glad she's not a city girl. She's got some crazy friends in Cebu City. She was going to school there when I met her. You could definitely tell a difference between city and province girls. R. Baker, how's it going? New Jersey, man. Everybody in U.S. is freezing. Even Arizona. Everybody that's saying where they're from, it's cold. It's snowing in Arizona even. Thanks, Justin. Cebu City. Wishing I could live in the province. Yeah, I knew it was Cebu City, but I didn't know like Lapu Lapu, Mandaway. I call all those Cebu City. I used to live in both Mandawi and Lapu Lapu. I just I moved to Lapu Lapu so I could be next to the airport and just you could be anywhere in the Philippines in an hour. I miss those days. What the hell, John? I can't even pronounce that. Where is that? Can anybody on here not Filipino pronounce that? Guhuglan. Have you been to the red light district in Thailand? Is it better than the Philippines? I avoid those, man. I don't know where. Well, the red light district in Thailand is Pattaya. It's kind of a shithole. And the red light district in Philippines would probably be Angeles City. Uh, no reason for me to go there. I've been everywhere else in Philippines, everywhere else in Thailand. I wouldn't go there. There's no reason. Oh, big guns. How's it going? Thanks so much, man, for the beer fund, living vicariously through you. Looking to visit when it's open again to see my lady in Laguna. That's awesome, man. Uh, I know you've been to some cool places too. We were talking about how long ago we were talking about uh Diego Garcia. That'd be a crazy place to go diving. Hey, Blue Horizon, how's it going, Mark? Just catching up on your videos. Great to see you teach editing. Yeah, just basic editing. I just want to teach her a lot of different life skills. We're doing all the diving, so if she gets tired or she gets uninterested in diving, she can know how to do editing. There's an editing company here that edits for big YouTube channels, and it pays American wages. That's an option, or make it her own YouTube channel. Just trying to help her. She's doing her open water this week. She passed yesterday. She passed her all her written tests. Um, all the 5 quizzes or 4 or 5, I don't know. Passed all those easy, and then the big 50-question test. She, with no help, no book, she only missed 5 questions. So I was super relieved. La Hug. All right. John Swillow, I never asked you what brings you to Cebu City, or what keeps you, or whatever. You just so true, man. I really prefer province girl than the cities. They know what's life and struggles. 100%, man. They know what's important in life. You can go and yeah. They don't care about money. They hard working. They like real. They don't use you. Side mount guy, what's up? Just stopped by to say hi. How's it going, man? Thanks for hooking me up with the Ocean Reef. We've been chatting. I don't know if anything could come out of it, but thanks. I'd really love to work with Ocean Reef, get a full face mask, talk underwater, show my little critters. Tops Keith. How do you pronounce that? Benguet? How cold is it, Keith? Hey, Divers Down. How's it going? I talked to your friend that runs the channel for the aquarium channel. They got like 100,000 subscribers. They want to do a collab. So I'm trying to figure out how a scuba diving channel does a collab with the aquarium channel in America, because it would really help get me some new subscribers. When your student says jump, you obey like Blue Horizon. What? When your student says jump, do you obey like Blue Horizon? No, I don't have no students. I'm free. Luckily, I'm not an instructor, so I took her to my friend here in town who happens to be a platinum level course director for Patty, and she's got a private lesson with the top instructor in this freaking whole island. So hopefully he has to jump. That's awesome. Got a good new dive buddy. How you been surviving anyway? Yeah, good. She's gonna. That's all I do, man. Dive, film her course, dive, edit. Always doing that stuff. We're trying to. I made a video. Well, today or tomorrow, I'm posting a video about diving and the day at a new site. And then tomorrow, I'm posting a video about maybe the next day, about Shy's first part of her course. Now she's sick, so she's not doing the pool dive today. Hopefully tomorrow, and I'll film that. And then next week, I'm supposed to go, like, the marine biologist conservation group here talked to me, and we're gonna go to this secret site where they study really rare fish here in Darwin. We're gonna go do some night dives there. I'm not even gonna say what what dive site it is because there's local people here that abuse fish. I'm not gonna say the dive site, but it's gonna be awesome footage. There's some porcelain shrimp and mandarin fish and those huge flatworms. I don't know what they're called. There's like a carpet of those. Wow, 12 degrees. That is cold for Philippines. That's colder than my AC. Yeah, Brock saw you already. Blue Horizon, what level? Mark, what level is Holly at now? I don't remember. Yeah, 1 year of bliss in Diego Garcia saw some of the most massive great white sharks. Wow. There's great whites over there? I thought it was too hot. That'd be a good experience because you can't really get there unless you have a sailboat or you're in the military. Barbecue lover. Another Canadian. How's it going, man? I started my first business here, and my fiance is here helping me run things. I'm not sure I could find enough employees and technical skills in province areas. Yeah, it depends on what you do, what you need them for. Uh, yeah. Brock going on about Holly and me. I think Holly is AI. What's that? Artificial intelligence? She's a freaking robot, man. She's a assistant instructor. Assistant instructor at EFR. Oh, cool. But we headed to Bonaire on Saturday to do her instructor there with Buddy. Buddy from is that the guy from Curacao Divers? Yeah, if you dive the salt pier in Bonaire, you better find an eel there. You're for sure gonna find some speckled moray or something there. Oh, Buddy Dive Resort. All right, that's cool. Yeah, they keep asking me if I want to be an instructor, and there's like no point, man. That's so much work. I'm not a teach. I'm not gonna ever teach. I don't want to know how to teach. I don't want to deal with strangers. The only way the only benefit would be I could certify my wife and shy for higher, advanced and rescue and specialities. But there's no reason. All I do is film. There's no reason to be more than a dive master. Besides some accolades, I'm never gonna work as that. Heading to negative to 20. Jeez. And where was that again? Toronto? Yeah, Toronto. I'm telling you, I don't miss the cold. I grew up in Colorado. Now my parents live in Montana. I lived in Estonia for a year, which is colder than that. Plus, we went to Finland all the time, the Arctic Circle. I don't miss that ever. I hitchhiked Europe in the winter. Thought I was gonna die. I got bronchitis in Poland on the side of the highway. Had to go to a hospital, and the hospital was free. I was pretty happy about that. But I definitely don't miss the cold. Alejandro at IDCS told us the best spots to dive. Yeah, definitely Salt Pier. I think that's what it's called. It's famous. Brian Barton. Justin, I'm still looking forward to seeing you again on Mark's channel to bring us more interesting stories. I worked all my life and don't get to do much traveling. I'm envious of your travels. Thanks, Brian. Uh, I might be on his channel again. Uh, I mean, we hang out all the time. We hung out the other night for the Conor McGregor fight, and sometimes on Sundays we go hang out at one of the resorts and the pool or something. I'm super busy now trying to film. Uh, Everybody wants to dive with me, so my new neighbors, they work for the conservation Philippines, whatever it's called. They were trying to schedule some dives. Then my friend Klaus is the main top marine biologist in town. He's trying to. We were supposed to go today, and he got sick. Then I'm trying to film Shy's open water course, so I'm always busy. Um, yeah, but I should actually. Paul, old dog, new tricks. He reached out to me yesterday. He wants to interview me again too. So I should, and they're neighbors, so I should just go over there and get it over with. I might have some more stories from Mark about my travels. I have a million little stories, that aren't really crazy. Blue Horizon, you dive Bonaire? No. When I Before I sold my scuba diving website and Instagram and everything, um, I had riders and tourism boards and whatever would fly us wherever. And I sent one of my riders to Bonaire with the tourism board because I was in Indonesia or something. Uh, I would have to find her video. She made a video for my old channel. I don't think it's on this channel. Um, so yeah, I sent one of my riders slash underwater video makers to Bonaire. I sent her on a cruise. We worked with the Florida Tourism Board. She went all over Florida for a month. Um, yeah, business was so crazy. I couldn't. Well, and I was tired of traveling 24/7. You know, they'd fly me to Indonesia, and 2 days later, somebody else want me to go to Kenya. 2 days later, they want me in Florida. So I was like, I had to hire people to write articles for my website. Sounds like a good problem to have. Looking for, oh, well, if you come here, I'll dive with you. I need to get, as soon as Shy gets certified open water, I want to get her and my wife advanced. My wife don't have advanced yet. And after advanced, I want to get them both a night dive certification, or at least try night diving because they're both scared. But right now, that's like 3/4 of the dives I'm doing. So if they don't come with me, Shy's not going to get experience. So I got to get her a night diving practice so she can get more experience. But yeah, if you come here, we can go diving all the time. My freaking camera's failing, so I got to order a new camera and a housing. So I'm about to spend some money again. Right on, pal. Half past midnight here in the UK, and unfortunately, I have work tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to bail. Catch you on the next one. Great to chat with you all. Thanks. Thanks so much, Andy. I'm gonna. Shy's taking her test, and she's using the fins that you bought her. I'm gonna link to you in my next few videos as well. Brian, how's your young apprentice? Oh man, I just filmed a video yesterday. She started her open water course. As you know, the dives before were just DSDs with me and her dad, I'm a dive master and he's an assistant instructor. And basically, a DSD, you get to you sit her down for like an hour and go through all the gear, show her how to put it together, how it works, all that, make sure it fits, and then you show her certain skills like buddy breathing and clearing your mask and stuff like that. Then you get in the water up to 12 meters, and So we did 5 of those. So she's super ready. And now she's doing uh, her open water course. She started yesterday. And I was so nervous, man, because freaking Patty, it's 5 hours of videos, a big book that you have to read with like quizzes at the end of each chapter. And she passed that easy. And then after you pass those, and you get a little help with that if you don't. But then after you pass those, you get a big test of 50 questions with no help, no book, nothing. And I was so nervous because she doesn't ask questions. She doesn't say anything. She says, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. I'm like, oh my God, you can't know this. Ask a question, do something. Like I was so scared. But she just sat there. Seriously, it took less than an hour and she was done. I was like, oh my God. And guess what? She only missed 5 questions. I was like, what? It was crazy. It was like, yeah, you can miss 10 questions and it still passed, and she only missed 5. So I was like, so freaking relieved. I thought it was going to be so much harder. So this is she's like half done now. And that's the hard part, I think. Because I was telling these guys earlier, uh, it doesn't matter if you're a 50-year-old professor or a 13-year-old girl like her in her third language. It's the same test and book for everybody. So I was just super relieved. And her instructor is a platinum level course director, which is the top instructor in Patty. Like they only accept 30 a year, I think it is, out of like 200 or 300 applications. So he's the top instructor you could possibly get. So now she's on to the water part, and she's already got 5 dives with us. She's going to be easy. I'm just so happy. Alien. No, I've not been to Siberia or Greenland. I will one day. I slowed down quite a bit on the travels. But I will. I'd like to take the Trans-Siberian Rail. And I'd like to go diving in Greenland. All right. Good night, Andy. Just to speak to you later. Yeah. Thanks for staying, Turget. I know it's late. Have a good one. UK Divers is in the same country. Love to dive in Greenland where the plates come together. Are you talking about Iceland? Divers Down? Where you can dive between the continental plates? I'd like to see some rare sharks in Greenland, even though I don't like the cold. Hey, is everybody giving me a thumbs up? I sounded like such a tool asking for a thumbs up. That's my ego meter. Oh, my ego meter just went up 18. Oh, 19. So stupid.
We had a nice walk. It's really fun.
How's it going, Randy Drew? Did you like Estonia? My grandparents are from Lithuania. I love Estonia and Lithuania and Latvia, Brian. Man, that's why I stayed a whole year in Estonia. I've been to almost every country in Europe. I really love old town, medieval, they call them old cities that they're maybe not UNESCO World Heritage Sites, but they're protected. So they keep them old. They keep them how they were like 200 years ago. So we're talking like brick, cobblestone roads, like the stone buildings everywhere, castles. I lived in the center of Old Town Tallinn, which is like it's a walled city, a little tiny walled city with castle towers in the corners and ancient churches and Oh man, it's so beautiful. And I love old towns in like every, especially Eastern Europe. You know, Lithuania has a little bit of one in Vilnius. Latvia has a pretty a small one, but it's nice in Riga. Uh, I really love the Baltics though, especially when you're single. uh, Craziest women on the planet. Estonia, but I really love history, so uh, World War II history is crazy there. You could go to these little markets, these little hole in the wall markets, people selling stuff like every Sunday or whatever it was, and you find all these like Soviet or Nazi badges or medals and guns or all kinds of memorabilia from the war, not just World War II, but I mean the Baltics have been in so many wars. Russia's Russia's been raping them and losing them and getting them back and all that for forever. So Estonia is crazy. And then I could get out of the city and go to Tartu or man, there's so many little islands and it's so nice. The women are crazy, little blondes running around. They all speak English. And yeah, yeah, I love Estonia. Oh, thanks, Mr. Rich. Now I got 23 thumbs ups. I sound like a freaking YouTuber asking for thumb ups. No, I haven't, David. I haven't dove in Japan yet. I really want to. I made a video about this marine biologist who discovered two new species of pygmy seahorse, and one is called the Japanese pig, Japopigu. Japopigu, and it's the tiniest seahorse known to man, and it lives somewhere in Japan. I can't remember where, but it's just like freaking tiny. And I mean, there's no videos about that on YouTube, you know? I mean, maybe some from museums or whatever, but I, I would love to go film those little dudes. And I was actually talking to the tourism board. They were going to fly me out to Japan to dive, and but then the pandemic happened. So it's definitely on my. I think, I think, I think everywhere's on my list. It's one of those lands where the plates come together. Yeah, I know you can in Silfra, Iceland. Divers down. I don't know much about Greenland, but I'd love to go. Looks awesome. You ever see Walter Mitty? The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Favorite travel movie. Iceland is where the North American and European faults come together. Yeah, Iceland, yeah. In Silfra, there's a dive center that just dives those, that crack. Yeah, well, I'll tell you one thing, Side Mount guy. That'd be the most expensive trip I could think of besides Antarctica, even though you don't have much of a flight. Um, Dude, Iceland is one of the most expensive countries in Europe or the world, and Greenland is too. There's no infrastructure. I doubt maybe there's a liveaboard. I don't know. I don't even know who you would dive with in Greenland, but I would love to do that. My first goal is Antarctica. I really need to get a sponsor from that ship that does trips to Antarctica. I went to Riga in 2010 for a local festival. Awesome place. Yeah, I like Riga. It's also got a bit of an old town, castle medieval vibe. Not as big and cool as Tallinn, Estonia, but when I lived in Tallinn, we would just travel around the area. The whole area is small. You could go Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, or north, take the ferry to Finland, take the ferry to Sweden, take the ferry to Denmark. That whole area is smaller than Colorado, probably. All those countries. Uh, and at one point, I had a girlfriend in Denmark, and I would take the ferry all the time to Sweden and then the train to Denmark. But we would do little trips to Riga. I worked at a youth hostel in Tallinn, and the owner had another hostel in Riga, another one in Vilnius, and we would just go party at all of them when I was a single man. Stationed in Iceland. You must be Air Force. Were you Air Force, David? Iceland is so much more than sulfur. Oh, for sure. Dive in a volcano and the only thermal vent within recreational dive limits. I didn't know about the volcano, but I've seen some other cool dive sites. Huh? Yeah, because you freaking woke me up at 6 in the morning.
Because we need to walk.
Why? Where did you go?
She's like somewhere at the rail.
We have volcanic vents here next to my house. I guess that's what you call it, but basically hot springs, smoking all day. Hot water. Iceland is expensive. Pizza was $40, watermelon $20, small bowl of soup $10. When I lived, yeah, and 2006 was a long time ago too. Norway is really expensive too. $20 bottle of water. So how cold is it in Iceland where the plates come together? Yeah, the water's pretty cold. I bet the water gets just as cold in Ohio though. I could be an idiot, but I don't even think it freezes over. Well, maybe it probably does freeze over. I don't know. It's all glacial melt up there, but I think there's a stream from the Caribbean that keeps Ireland and UK and Iceland warm, the water, or else, I mean, they're so far north. Ireland is more north than anywhere in America except for Alaska. Yet it's warm. It should be freezing. You know, Estonia is parallel to it pretty much, and it's freezing in the winter, and they have long winters. So I could be wrong. I've never dove in Iceland, so, but I know the water's cold, but yeah, I bet the Great Lakes get colder. I live in Greenland, but it is in Arkansas next to Iceland. Not next to Iceland. I didn't know there was a Greenland, Arkansas. That's cool. How's it going, Justin? I'm Justin. David C. I love it there. Yeah, Iceland is one of 4 countries that I haven't been to in Europe. I've been to the other 40 or whatever. Silfra -2. Oh, that's pretty cold. Does it ice over the ocean? Is it a cold dry or dry cold? I don't know. I haven't actually been there. I'm just kind of an expert on geography, so I kind of tell you that kind of thing. No, I haven't even been to the Great Lakes, John, except for flying over a bunch. My brother lives in Minneapolis, so that's about as close as I've been, or Chicago, I guess. I haven't dove that many freshwater lakes anywhere. Yeah, I hear there's a lot of wrecks. That'd be cool. Yeah, there's a dive shop on YouTube in Sofra or somewhere in Iceland. There's also another one in Norway that I can't think of the name right now, but they're freaking crazy. All pretty much all tech diving. Did you guys see that reaction video I did about the cave divers in Norway? Into the unknown or into the abyss, something like that. It's the greatest scuba documentary on the planet. And anyways, they have a YouTube channel, the dive center that goes into that cave. It's pretty good. It's like Black Duck, maybe Black Duck diving, something like that. Now that I remember. Yeah, there's too many places. I'm more about the species than shipwrecks or whatever. But that'd be cool to find. I just want to film tons of different little species and fish that most people haven't seen before. There's still a lot here in Darwin that I haven't found that I know are around. I'm gonna go do a dive next week with the marine conservation people that track fish and count fish. And I'm gonna do it's a secret dive site. I'm not gonna tell anybody where it is because there's some other local channels that are not very nice to fish. You know, I'm not gonna name names, but they like to pet turtles and they think the rules don't apply to them. So I'm definitely not gonna give them the secret dive site with all the rare species. But it's supposed to have multiple porcelain shrimp, which are hard to find, mandarin fish, those huge flatworms that I can't think of the name, but the huge ones, they're covered everywhere. Spanish dancers, all kinds of stuff that I don't see anywhere else. No, side mount guy, we need a group trip to Philippines. Let's go to Puerto Galera, Tubataha, or something. I really want to go to Romblon, all over Palawan. Is that true, Mark? When I was in Ireland, they told me the same thing. They said there's more wrecks in Northern Ireland than anywhere in the world. Actually, in Sri Lanka, they said the same thing. But in Northern Ireland, where they go, from World War One, two, there's just World War Two wrecks everywhere on that north part going around. It's just bad weather and war. Wrecks are cool, but they're hard to. No, not Scapa Flow. That's Scotland. Uh, but Ireland, like Donegal, north of Ireland, not Northern Ireland, but north of Ireland, Donegal area. They flew me there all the way from freaking Philippines to dive all these wrecks. There's a dive center there. They claim there's the most wrecks anywhere in the world, and it's all World War One and two and whatever. Just thousands of wrecks. Probably not all easy to get to, but yeah, I didn't get to dive. I just sat in Dublin because it's like the worst weather in the world. You have to be lucky. Zebra mussels. My friend here, my marine biologist friend that I was supposed to dive with today, but he's sick. He studies gobies. He's like the number one goby expert in the world. Right now, he's filming or trying to photograph or film tons of different species, and he's trying to discover a new one, both in the lakes, rivers, and the ocean, freshwater, saltwater. But apparently, there's like 1,300 or 2,000. I don't know how many species of gobies, but way too many. They think they think it's possible to discover more though. So that I'm sure he would like to film gobies in the Great Lakes. That'd be cool. I try to film them. They're difficult. They don't cooperate. All right, guys. I got to get out of here. It's been an hour. I can't believe the Wi-Fi actually allowed that to happen. Well, I'd like to check it out, Mark, because I guarantee you the water is nicer and more clear than in Ireland. I went all the way there, and it was just like huge squalls and stuff. Couldn't even get in the water. Thanks, Ethan. Yeah, if any of you guys are on Instagram, you can check me out. We can chat. You can message me on there. Critter Hunter. Um, yeah, tomorrow I have a video about diving coming out. I did a day dive. Then I got a video after that. It'll be Shy's dive course. She's doing really good. She's halfway through, and that's the hard part. She did the hard part already. So good talking to you guys. Mark, I'm chatting with your or Divers Down. I'm chatting with your friend that runs the aquarium channel. He wants to do a collab, so we're chatting. Trying to get some ideas. I'm trying to figure out how my scuba diving channel can do a collab with an aquarium channel in the US. But I hope so, because he's got like 100,000 subscribers. Yeah, you too, side mount guy. There's a lot of freaking marks today. Thanks again, Ethan, Mark, and everybody watching. Thanks for the thumbs up. There's a lot. There's more than watchers. They're so thick on the wreck. All the gobies. That's cool. Yeah, I'd like to check them out. Do the colors and behaviors of aquarium fish compared to those in the wild. Not my wild. He only does freshwater shrimp and whatever. They're cool, but it's not Darwin critters. That's the thing. They're also a business, so I can't make it look better. Like, oh, look at what you can't buy. So we're thinking about doing. I don't know what we're gonna do. Hope we come up with an idea. So, thank you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.